Ethanol production is a vital industry in many ag states, including Nebraska. And a new report by UNL's Ag Economics Department looks at the biofuel industry, how it weathered the pandemic, and its future outlook. And there are a lot of questions here. So Associate Professor Tim Meyer joins us now for a closer look. You've been watching this for a long time, Tim. Tell us about the impact of the ethanol industry in Nebraska to begin with.
Well, thanks for having me. You know, the direct impact to me really is about jobs. Our report said that over 1,700 jobs are because of the ethanol industry, and those are actual jobs at plants. And our plants here in Nebraska are largely in towns with less than 1,900 people. So the average number of jobs is about 75 per plant. So at the community level, ethanol plants are just amazing economic drivers. It's important to note, though, that at the state, it's an even bigger driver. So there's $3.3 billion of ethanol and co-product production, but there's another $1 billion of induced impact in 6,000 jobs. So ethanol is vitally important in Nebraska. A lot of people don't know that corn and cattle are 1 and 2. Ethanol is 3rd, quite a ways ahead of soybeans. So as far as the big 4, ethanol it's right there.
So corn is still king in Nebraska. Happy to hear that. I'm sure a lot of our producers are, as they could be listening to us on their planters right now in parts of the country planting corn. For Nebraska, it was a success story that you were able to look back on and really find some of the shining spots for ethanol. The report found that the pandemic disrupted the ethanol industry, as it did many industries. But it's the way that the ethanol industry is recovering that fascinates me. Talk about that, if you will.
So our 2020 report is just a new report. We've done this before, but it's an important one because it's the COVID year. And the big impact for ethanol was low prices. We just weren't out driving. Fuel prices were low. So things were tough in the ethanol industry. But the co-products, that really provides diversification for ethanol plants producing distillers' grains, high fructose corn syrup, corn oil, hand sanitizer. That's where you can see that the ethanol impact is nimble, or excuse me, the ethanol industry is nimble. They understand that when they're, at the mercy of fuel prices, they have to have co-product industries that are reliable, that can allow ethanol to continue to be an economic driver in the state.
I consider being nimble part of being intelligent. Our farmers are so smart. They're businessmen and women out there. They're watching us right now, listening to this report. They might be wondering what kinds of new byproducts have emerged, to touch on what you just spoke about.
Hand sanitizer, high fructose corn syrup, and corn oil are the new ones. So it's a really exciting field to be part of.
It absolutely is. I know we're excited about the potential for aviation fuel. We'll talk about that hopefully down the line when we get some better news. But I want to thank you so much for your time today, UNL Associate Professor of Ag Economics. Thank you for the numbers that you crunch, the data that you're able to present to us to help us make good, informed decisions. Thank you for your time.